What's up, everybody? My name is Jeff, and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. And the fun thing that we're trying to do today is we are playing Royal Rumble, or the Royal Scions Brawl. Super excited to play more Brawl. The normal standard is getting a little bit stale with just like Oko being so good that it's hard to play something that's either not a direct counter to Oko or playing Oko himself. I still have a lot of fun decks coming along, but during this event, I'm going to go ahead and just be doing lots of these. I'm not sure if I'm going to be interspersing with other stuff when each one will be coming out, because I'm filming like I only have a couple of days to actually film about 3 weeks worth of stuff, and so we'll see if I end up getting everything done in time and when this all comes out. This is actually the 5th one for today, and so I know that's 5 days worth there, so the span of time goes a little bit differently, but and I've been killing myself getting all these out quickly so that I can actually take another break out later, which is great. Anyway, that's a lot of stuff. And this deck I am super excited for. There's a lot of cool stuff that we can do with it. So the Royal Scions in Izzet colors. The biggest thing here is that we get to draw a card, discard a card every single turn, which is nice. So we get to fill up our graveyard pretty quickly. And play things like the Magic Mirror, which is really nice. Things like, where's its bucket? Crackling Drake gets really big really fast with this deck because we are discarding cards as we go along. The other thing too is just giving a creature +2/+1 gains first strike and trample until end of turn. Pretty powerful. Like it with the creatures that we do have, if we need to get in for an extra few points of damage, we have a lot of ways to kind of ping in extra damage as we go along. The hard part is just finding the right pieces, which drawing and discarding helps us get there. So I'm excited to try out Royal Scions in the commander slot. The nice thing too is that it's only 3 mana, and so being able to bring it back consistently is going to be nice. But also just being able to keep our hand full of awesome stuff. Trying out some interesting things like Gadwick the Wizened, which is not really a 3 mana spell. It doesn't feel like it really, but we have a lot of instant speed stuff that we can play that's blue. The tap down their board. It kind of gives us a little extra bit of control with Gadwick. Which would be a fun one to build by itself in fact, that may be a really fun a commander or brawl deck to play sometime too. But overall, this is fun. I've seen a lot of people playing Emisizzle instead of Royal Scions, and I really like Emisizzle, but what I was noticing is people were playing it once, maybe twice. The Emisizzle, like once it was like it was dealt with one time, it was kind of done for. And so it's nice to be able to have in your command zone, but I can also dig for it, use it when I need to, but be able to actually have a value card there available all the time. I think Saheeli would also fit well in that slot, but we're gonna go for Royal Scions. And so let's go ahead and get into gameplay, see how this does for us, and wish me luck. All right, we're up against Midrange. Bring it on, Midrange. And Tajik as his commander, which means this is going to be a very aggressive deck, and we have a lot of damage dealing stuff, so this actually will be pretty difficult. Mystical Dispute can't be used for forever. Merchant we can't even cast. We definitely need a mulligan here. And this we can keep. Narset, we have Royal Scions as well. Beacon Bolt actually we don't have any removal. We're gonna need removal. We can get out Narset to draw for it, Royal Scions to draw for it. So let's go ahead and gain some life, pass the turn, and hopefully we find some good stuff along the way here. I think I did include 1 Flame Sweep in this deck as well because I knew I was going to need something like that. I'm going to play the Mountain, pass the turn. It does damage to any target on its ultimate. Robber doesn't get the ability right now. Let's go ahead and just draw. 1,000-Year Storm probably can go away here.
Courage is the greatest virtue.
It's a fun card, but it's not something we're really shooting for at the moment. So yeah, get rid of 1,000-Year Storm. Next turn we get to Ironcrag Pyromancer, take up, draw, kill this guy. Actually, now we can't because of Tajik. Tajik kills the Royal Scions, and we cry. Command zone. Dude, Tajik is good. Because if you have Tajik on turn 3, all of the cheap stuff gets so much better. Let's see here. I think we're still just going for Ironcrag Pyromancer. We drew a lot of interesting things here. Sir Eleanor is kind of interesting as well. Expansion Explosion. Target player with that. I think we got to go to the bottom with that. It is another way that we can draw cards. We can cast this and draw one card with Ironcrag Pyromancer on the next turn. So maybe we do keep it here just because it's a way that we can kill Tajik. Pass the turn. Tajik in the command zone is actually pretty frightening. I'm not sure if it's better than Feather, but it's frightening. Tajik gets grown, yet the pump, we're dead. Life is sad, no blocks. Ah, dude, they had like the perfect setup here as well. Sir Eleanor comes down as a pretty good blocker as well. I'm wondering if that's just better. It also draws us a card, right? So yeah. So Sir Eleanor. I almost forgot it draws us a card as well. So we can't actually do damage to anything besides Tajik at the moment. But now we will be able to do hopefully something. And we will just trade off with this robber of the rich. Into the Story is one that I think is interesting. I do like it. It is instant speed, but we have to make sure stuff goes in the graveyard for it to actually be good. Rose Aurelia. Yeah, Aurelia definitely was the better play there. Let's see. I may actually kill Robber of the Rich. And I can find a way to draw a card. We take a lot of damage, but I can still kill Tajik next turn. Where the Robber I can't really deal with. And he had Trample anyway. Do we still don't have anything in the graveyard? Narset could maybe help us dig for something to draw a card. Let's just expansion for 2. Okay, target player draws. I haven't used this in forever, so I'm forgetting how to play it. Okay, we draw extra cards. Hit Tajik again. Now he costs 7. Next turn we have Lava Quill and Bone Crusher Giant to kill Aurelia. Zero attacks. They get swinging for 5 next turn, which we do get to kill it, but then we're so low against a very, very aggressive deck. Or I'm guessing it's aggressive. From everything I'm seeing, it's probably pretty aggressive. Let's see if they have Embercleave here. They could just have Embercleave. Okay, down to 2. Okay, okay. Here we go. Mace of the Valiant. Okay. So, Swiftblade Vindicator. Okay, okay. Oh crap. Okay. Let's see here. Is there a way I can make this work? Okay. Stomp. Lava Coil. Beacon Bolt. Whew, alright, we're staying in the game. We are staying in the game, alright. No attacks, pass the turn. Down to 2. I'm guessing they're gonna play Shock in this deck. So, and we really don't have ways of gaining life. Do we have any life gain? I don't think we do. Red and blue don't really do life gain very well. They can equip it here and make him massive. Beacon Bolts. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Only 2 cards in the graveyard right now because we keep killing Tajik. Invade the City is interesting. Let's play Narset. We have Bone Crusher Giant to come out just as a blocker.
If you wish to surrender,
let's go ahead and dig here for something.
Before action.
We really don't have a lot of things in the graveyard. Magic Mirror is still really expensive. Saheeli does create lots of blockers though. So let's grab Saheeli. Play Bone Crusher Giant. And no attacks. Pass the turn. See if we can survive this turn. That's what we're going to be doing the rest of this game, is just surviving this turn. Man, Tajik is just insane. I like seeing other decks here. So this is fun. We really probably ought to scoop at this point already, just because there's a really, I mean, there is a chance that we still win. It's just so insanely small. We have to start doing damage at some point here. But Saheeli comes out with, we can hold up negate maybe later. Like, that's the hard part, is I have to play enough stuff to be able to hold up negate. So maybe I could have just played Bone Crusher Giant and hold up negate. Maybe, I don't even know. Is Beacon Boil, that's sorcery speed, right? The Mace of the Valiant is annoying. Deafening Clarion. Well, we have to block here now. Beacon Bolt can go onto here. Okay, Island. Narset.
Meditate and prepare.
How much mana do we have? We have 8. Ral. I don't have enough stuff in the graveyard. I need to get Thrill of Possibility. Into hand. Thrill to discard. What do I discard? Actually, let's cancel. I can get Saheeli out as a blocker. And still Thrill and Beacon Bolt.
Today I craft my victory.
Getting rid of... It may be negate. I know that... I mean, it would be a great thing to have available, but it's... I don't like it as much as Into the Story right now. And there's Sinister Sabotage. Yeah, Beacon Bolt, Sky Knight, Vanguard. Discarding Island. We're in the game. All right, pass the turn. Oh my goodness. Oh man, we are still in the game. Invade the City is nice. It would be better if it could make a massive creature, but as long as we can block and kill anything, it's going to be good. If they get out Tajik here, we're in a lot of trouble. They have to hit another land, though. This Mace of the Valiant is an issue. Like, unless we can bounce it in some way, which we do have Brazen Borrower to bounce at some point. Maybe we need a bit more bounce in this deck. But the Mace of Valiant, as long as they have mana to play it onto anything with Trample, we're just dead. Of course, hopefully we can be able to hold up Sinister Sabotage in the future. How much stuff do they have in the graveyard? 4. Okay, I want to get to this into the story at 4 mana instead. But we may just go for Royal Scions. Is opponent really timing us out? So opponent is apparently timing us out right now, which I'm not sure if he's actually fully done playing, but I feel like they're still winning the game. We're just trying to survive. But if he's going to give up at this point, I mean, I am A-okay with that. I'm going to play Royal Scions before I... Just so if I need to discard this island, I can. So Royal Scions, create another 1/1.
It seems we've encountered another puzzle on
Draw a card. Firemind's
quest of
Research
mystery.
is a way that we can kill things. Yeah, get rid of the island. All right, so it looks like opponent is timing out the last time here, which I really am surprised. Like, now we're holding up Sinister Sabotage and stuff, but on the last turn, if they were able to play even 2 creatures, we would be dead this turn. Like, there's nothing that we can really do about it. And so it is a little bit surprising, but I mean, we're going to take the win. I felt very defeated by decks like that before as well. And it's maybe important to remember, if they're still at 2 life, like, do push at least a few more turns to see if you can get those 2 points of damage down. Because I have tried that, and And I would say I get it about 50% of the time. Like once they get to a pretty commanding position, but if their life total is still really low, you may just be able to streamline, like, just string together enough good things that they just can't deal with it. Especially when the life total is down to 2 or so. All right, up against Keysby Knight and playing Yarok. Oh, Yarok is so fun. I did one of those already. So good. Yeah, this is okay. This is good. I like Wee Dragonauts. I'd love to actually make the Thousand Year Storm work one of these times. I put it in kind of more for fun, and I'm recognizing that it's not amazing. I may go ahead and just get some stuff into my graveyard and get rid of Thousand Year Storm. I could have done that instant speed. Oh well. Stolen by the Fae is really good as well. Super good. Beanstalk Giant. And I think I am going to go for Wee Dragonauts. Even if I don't end up casting a spell next turn, I can pump them with the target creature gets first strike and trample. So swinging for 3 at least. There's a swamp. Ironcrag Pyromancer is also interesting. Let's go for that. Pass the turn. I mean, I'm guessing they're going to play Yarok here, which is annoying. Yeah, we can't really... I don't have an answer for it yet. Okay, Scorching Dragonfire does end up being an answer for the next turn. So, do we go Royal Scions or... I'm not sure what I would discard. I kind of want my mountains. Maybe I don't. It also will soak up some damage. So let's go ahead and draw that Scorching Dragonfire. Discarding a mountain. It hurts our Stolen by the Fae, especially if they're playing more expensive stuff. But let's go ahead and hit their face. No attacks, pass the turn. Next turn we get to hit Yarok, Scorching Dragonfire to get rid of it. Or maybe even Beacon Bolt, depending on what we end up discarding.
Krakens, leviathans,
Well, that's bad.
octopuses, serpents. Oh, I love them all.
Let's hope they don't have Murderous Rider here. Frogify. Right. That's annoying. Yeah, let's go ahead and block. It's not going to do much else for us. We can't really bounce it back easily. They'll just save our Royal Sounds for a turn, which, I mean, getting it to an ultimate is pretty nice as well. Magic Mirror is really nice. Stolen by the Fae, we can bounce the Kiora and create a bunch of blockers. It's creature with convert mana cost, right? Let's go ahead and draw a card.
I will learn what nobody yet knows.
Discard Beacon Bolt. Wee Dragonauts. And pass the turn. I can just block with Wee Dragonauts, Scorching Dragonfire, and kill Yarok.
The ocean surges, life thrives.
Alright, I think Beanstalk Giant's coming down. Or a Biogenic Ooze. Let's go ahead and kill the Ooze. We don't get rid of Yarok, but get rid of the Ooze. I wish this was converted mana cost X or less. It would make Stolen by the Face so much better. No blocks.
Stay away from my brother.
Okay, let's play Magic Mirror. It just creates a lot of... Yeah, no maximum hand size. There's a lot of value with that overall. Is there anything else? Do I need to keep this here? Let's go ahead and draw a card.
I enjoy
We can get
the
rid of
proper
mountains. Now that we should be
application
drawing more cards each turn. So you put a counter on first and then draw for each counter onto it. So we'll draw 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think we just keep it back as a blocker. Royal Scions will die next turn, but it's going to make them commit everything to Royal Scions to do so. And then hopefully we can come back along the way. Liliana.
I am the master
Well,
here.
poop.
Oh, I do love the death whale.
They should have done that after
They were
attacking
like
in.
much from your death.
They drew lots of cards. Is this only to creatures?
I love a good fight.
Or a creature. Brazen Borrower. We have Sinister Sabotage as well. Brazen Borrower can end up killing Liliana next turn by playing it out. I may just bounce Yarok and make them cast it. Stolen by the Fae. Alright, bounce Yarok, back to hand. I also have Sinister Sabotage. I'm just debating if I care about that more than other stuff. Into the Story may not be as important right now. Yeah, it draws us cards, but we're also drawing lots of cards each turn anyway. Pass the turn. So yeah, we can counter Yarok with this Sinister Sabotage. If they play something else even more devastating, then we will deal with it. But if we can kill this Liliana, it may just be butter.
Putrid, but effective.
Guardian Project, okay. Okay, they're getting their card advantage up and rolling. They could still have removal here as well. Untaps.
Love to make a
They're playing
splash.
something. Oko's annoying. Oko may be worth countering. This means that we don't deal with Liliana, but we have to do this. What's on top of our library? Do we have enough islands? How many islands does it need? 3 or more other islands. And it's not basic islands, right? So, I mean, I guess that's fine. We end up drawing a couple cards here. Sir Eleanor. Liliana's at 3. Let's actually put Scorching Dragonfire on top. Take action. Sir Eleanor. Scorching Dragonfire, get rid of Liliana, which it gets exiled, which is nice. Just in case. And I can give first strike to this. Let's go ahead and draw a card. We do have to worry about actually getting rid of our entire deck at some point. That would be bad. We'll drop an island. Because we are drawing lots of cards at this point. I don't think I have Clear the Mind in this, which is bad. I maybe do need to make that a thing. Okay, kill Sir Eleanor. That's fine. We can deal with that. We also have Beacon Bolt, which is nice. Stolen by the Fae also is not terrible here. I do want Improbable Alliance out and start creating... We have to actually start trying to win the game here soon, though. That's important. Okay, Improbable Alliance. Saheeli. So we've already drawn our second card this turn, actually.
Prepare to marvel at my masterpiece.
And so Improbable Alliance doesn't really work right now. So I may just hold up Bone Crusher Giant. We will draw a card, though, just to see what we can find. Witching Well. Witching Well can get discarded. I want to hold up Negate just in case. And the Stomp is at least nice. I can stomp something and to create a blocker. We may not even need it. Or I can go Firemind's Research and create a blocker now and just get more value out of it. Let's go for that. And pass the turn. If I needed Negate here, then I'm going to be really frustrated. Have they only found basic lands so far? Maybe they forgot to play other ones. Guardian Project triggers twice, yep. There is a chance that they end up milling themselves out before we do. I mean, a very small chance with the Magic Mirror coming into play, but... so now we are definitely on a clock. We do have to win quickly. Disinformation Campaign makes us discard a bunch. That would have been nice to negate, but that's fine. Alright, get rid of Negate, and... I kind of like Stolen by the Fae. It's actually a way for us to win the game sooner than later. All these guys have lifelink, though, don't they? Bone Crusher Giant. Yeah, go ahead and chump block. We have to actually find a way to win, and that is proving to be difficult right now. Kind of wish this was a May ability right now. Terramander is pretty nice. Okay, Terramander. Crackling Drake. Invade the City is also not bad. But I do think that... Let's see, Caverlanite returns something with 3 or less. It's a creature with 3 or less, right? So they don't have anything... Trying to think of how else I could do this. So I can turn something else into Terramander and adapt it for 1. Let's go ahead and Beacon Bolt while we can. Discarding Island. And I'm actually not going to draw cards here.
Strike fear into the hearts of the wicked.
They just have a handful of possible removal here. I'm guaranteed they have some removal. Invade the City can be pretty good for us here. Stolen by the Fae also just creates a really big board, which I'm wondering if they will end up having Massacre Girl.
Nature flows with vigor.
Circuitous Root, which will get them to Field of the Dead, which when these trigger, Yarok double triggers, oh my gosh, no. It's falling apart. I think I do have Flame Sweep in here. Did I put Flame Sweep in here? It's possible that I didn't. Uh-oh. Okay, we're trying lots of cards. It's great, but we're about to lose because of it. So copy the Pteramander.
Genius is as genius does.
Let's go ahead and cast... yeah, sure. Mountain, why not? I need one more spell in the graveyard just to make these guys adapt easier. And to get the invade the city a little bit better. Also, Fireman's Research growing is nice. Lava Coil, also nice. Okay, so adapt. Adapt. I'm debating if Invade the City is better than just going for Brazen Borrower.
Put your heart behind every attack.
I should have maybe gotten out Ral instead then. Let's go ahead and attack in with everything. $21 points of damage. It is a little bit. Invade the city means that they can't really keep too much stuff on the ground as well. And it also takes up our Firemine's research. So let's go ahead and invade the city. Now they're Frilled Mystic? Okay. That's really interesting. Did I actually... maybe I just had activated abilities. I'm not sure if I've really cast too much stuff that really mattered. Okay, pass the turn. This Firemine Research may actually be what does it for us. Keeping Saheeli alive also gives us an additional big flyer with the Pteramander possibility, or turning into Crackling Drake, which honestly I should have turned it into a Crackling Drake instead of Pteramander. It's just now I have it bigger, which is nice. Or another big 5/5 thing. Death Sprout kills Crackling Drake. Okay. We draw 6 cards, 7 cards next turn. I'm gonna draw another one here. So we basically have to win this next turn, otherwise we are dead. So, Cavalier Thorns, okay, they have reach. That's really bad. That's very, very bad. Maybe I should have just gone with the Stolen by the Fae. I can Stolen by the Fae the Cavalier Thorns. Maybe we don't die if I don't draw any additional cards. They're milling themselves out a little bit as well. They resolve all. Fibblethip. They're bringing themselves down pretty low. Let's go ahead and just do this so I don't have any more responses. Fairy Vandal. They have plenty of blockers on the ground, so only our flyers really matter. Getting rid of Reach Creature does help. And we're going to actually have, I think, exactly lethal with the Firemind's Research. So the Stolen by the Fae is huge here. So it's X5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I can give something Trample and Haste. Or not Trample, Trample First Strike. Emisizzle as well. Down to 9 cards. They're down to 9 cards. Dude, this game has been insane. All right. So first off, they have 1 blue mana up available. Okay. Stolen by the Fae. X5. I think auto-paying is fine. Okay. Turn you into... That can attack, right? Yeah. Into a Pteramander.
Do I have your attention
Play
now?
an additional island. Adapt that Pteramander. Give it Trample.
For the realm.
Okay, attack in. So they don't gain life there. Okay, 4 attacks. What is this? Fairy Vandal. Good game. Whoo! Oh my goodness. What a match. That was beautiful. We were both at 9 cards left in our deck, which I could have survived for one more turn with all the fairies. I think I could have still won, possibly. I mean, they may have like a Massacre Girl or something like that in there as well. If they ever played the Elemental again, they would have died, which is fun. Oh gosh. All right, I think that I only have time for 2 if they're gonna go that long. You know, actually, let's go for one more game, because I'm remembering the first one was a timeout, and so we'll go ahead and go into this next one again. But what a game! That was so much fun, and I'm glad I was able to finish it off. All right, up against Velric and Niv-Mizzet. Dude, these Niv-Mizzet decks. I do think the 5-color Niv-Mizzet is even better than this one. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this on the power of Witching Well. This Mystic Sanctuary is interesting, but yeah, we will keep this. I don't like the chance that I may not be able to play the Royal Sounds. I can discard it though to try to dig for more lands. I've been discarding this Thousand Year Storm every single time. I feel like it's one of those where, like, if it's in my later game, like my hand late game, then it's wonderful. But early game, I'm not sure I love it. Castle Vantris and Pteramander. Yeah, Pteramander's actually pretty good. What are we up against again? Niv-Mizzet? Yeah, we'll keep both on top. I do actually want the Pteramander first as well, because I can play it next turn. I don't need to use the Thrill of Possibility that way. I can start pumping it and giving it a little bit more damage each turn. With Royal Scions. Not having any spells going into the graveyard yet though, is bad. Thief. The Thief? The Thief of Vanity. Well, now we have to deal with it. So let's draw cards, discarding.
My answers lie in the cold.
Fairy Formation is nice. I need the lands. Every time I get rid of this Thousand Year Storm. No attacks. I'm going to block this Thief of Sanity. And dig for another way to answer it. Or as few... Yeah, Thief of Sanity is just not something we can deal with. Alright, they are in need of 1 more color. So even if they just play green land, it's not enough. Okay, now they have all the colors. Vraska kills our Royal Scions. Nice.
I only pick people, creatures. I won't
So
forgive
tired.
this.
I have, you will.
Do I draw 2 here or do I discard something? Alright, pass the turn. Just have no interaction right now. Thrill of Possibility, I guess, gives us a chance for interaction. So maybe I should go for that instead. I just don't know what we discard. Ral can kill stuff next turn. That's only if I have something in the graveyard. Do I get rid of Niv-Mizzet? Fairy Formation is good. It's a blocker. I actually can't play that untapped, can I? So yeah, submit. And hope for more lands, better lands. Yeah, nothing. Oh, our lands are on the top there. Oh. There is a chance they just got all lands. It is cool that it has my card back. I like that. Which is the Niv-Mizzet sign, which, so maybe we're just supporting this Niv-Mizzet. Oh gosh. Dude, so good. So they're choosing between Enter the God Eternals and Tyrant Scorn. Both seem pretty good. Gotta take Tyrant
Everyone is
Scorn.
expendable.
And
except
now
me.
we lose. We get Rao, we can at least kill Paradise Druid. Yay. Yep, that's game. Oh, that was sad. Well, okay, the other 2 games, though, were sweet. I should have, like I was saying, I was going to just stop there. I should have just stopped there. That would have been better. But yeah, I would love to hear down in the comments below what you guys think of Brawl. If you guys are wanting to see more of this stuff, if you're missing Standard whenever I'm doing this, I feel like Standard, 90 days is too much for Standard. Everyone kind of drops out kind of along the way. But if I can keep like something going along the way between Standard, Historic, you know, this, which Historic's hopefully going to get more interesting as time goes along. I really wish they would just go back to Kaladesh. It makes so much sense. There would be so many fun things to do if they went back to Kaladesh, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.